You're listening to Sneaky G, the Cowboy Hippie, and the Clary OG, the Two Roost podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
I'ma keep it 100, you heard me? Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all ain't even...
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G. But I'm chilling. Yes, again, we back with the Clary OG.
What's going on?
And the, oh, man. Damn it, Rona. What the hell are you doing to me? No, I'm kidding. I don't. I don't. Cowboy Hippie, good to see you. Good to see you.
What's up with it? What's going on?
Oh, man. Real quick, no, I don't have COVID, and it's something that shouldn't be joked about. Something that, this whole thing is crazy. And I was talking to Clary earlier today. I got vaccinated a couple, I think May, got my last shot in May. And I've had people, friends, not just people, friends that I spoke to, and like, oh, you shouldn't have done it. You don't know when it's in it. You're gonna get microchipped and blah blah blah, whatever. Straight up went biblical on my ass. Anyway, long story short, I've had 3 friends get COVID. 1, no symptoms. Like, just he his body was aching, got tested, was positive. Another friend of mine, last I heard, is in the hospital, and the third one, unfortunately, at 45, passed away. So it's rolling. It's playing Russian roulette, and we're all grown. We make our own decisions. But on lighter news, yeah, I have a cough. You gotta love allergies. You gotta love it. Anyway,
them Texas allergies, baby.
Oh my God! Happy belated Father's Day to both of you.
Same to you as well.
Thank you. Hope you all had a good Father's Day.
Oh yeah, that's why I was a little late to our meeting. I was running on, I think it was an hour and a half of sleep because we went our Father's Day fishing trip. So with a couple of my buddies, it was nice. Caught 15 fish. I think the biggest one I caught was probably about an 8 or 9 pounder. And then my buddy David, shout out, caught about a 14-pound fish. It was nice.
Hey, I want you to know, so the squad on Warzone set your over-under at 1.5 fish, dude. Over-under was at 1.5. I set the line, dude, so I'm glad you blew that away. I took the under. I was like, you ain't going to catch more than 1, bro, so I took the under. Because you've been underperforming lately, Cowboy Hippie, on the fishing journeys.
Yeah.
But today, when I saw the pictures, I was like, this man stepped his game up, man. I was impressed, dude.
What the crazy thing is, I caught my first fish about 10 minutes in. And so I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, right then you knew it was going to be a good day.
We're good. And then an hour and a half went by, I haven't caught another one. I was like, oh, no. And then it started going. Luckily we were on a boat this time, so we got to hit different spots in Lake Whitney. Beautiful lake. Beautiful lake. It's still kind of full. It rained a little bit once we left, but before then it was about 2 weeks of no rain, and it dried out some. But man, it's still full.
Yeah, that's a beautiful lake. That's my favorite lake in the area.
Yeah. So, if you're ever in North Texas, definitely hit up Lake Whitney.
The reason why I'm whispering right now is because we're trying to set up a time to go and just pick up some fishing rods and just take Nick and the fam, like the wife and I. We already talked about it. We're going to surprise him by taking him fishing.
Oh, okay. So
I can't. I hope he doesn't watch the show because it's gonna fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
But because he's been bugging me. And what did it for me was I saw a post on TikTok where a grown ass man was crying. And no, it wasn't me, Clary. A grown ass man on TikTok was crying because he was going fishing with his pops. And that's all he ever wanted.
Wow.
And then I'm like, motherfucker.
You know what's sneaky?
I'm gonna have to go now.
I'm gonna tell you guys something though. That's what I remember most with my dad was the little time I had with him were the fishing trips as well. And that's why I take my girls to the same spot. So you see, it does have an effect, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, you definitely and bring it in. And these days you can make videos and pictures, and you can remember that moment forever. I have a couple of pictures in here, bro, in my man cave still of those trips. So those were my best times as well.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
And fishing is a definitely a thing where if you could spend hours and hours and you'll be having a conversation with your son or with your friend or anything, and at the end of the day you'll be like, man, that felt great. You know what I mean? You may have only caught one fish or not even one bite, but you still had an amazing time because you got to spend some time with somebody and talk about things that you thought you would never really talk about, especially your son. Those conversations always will hit different once you have your line wet and stuff. So that'd be a great time. Lake Louisville is also an amazing spot to go to, and I know you're close to it. So
yeah, right up the street.
I don't like Louisville. I don't like Louisville Lake.
It's better than Grapevine.
It is.
Yeah, and those are the two closest probably.
How far am I from Whitney?
It took us an hour. A little bit over an hour to get there from where I'm at, and I'm close. I'm closer to Fort Worth.
You know what, Sneaky? Also, real quick, if you wanted to make it like an overnight thing, they got cabins, dude, along the lake, bro, too.
Oh, I don't. You know what the problem?
No, they're nice, bro.
I know. Do they have restrooms in them and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like actual like nice cabins and stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I have not went camping since I got out of the Army.
No, it's like a house. It's like a house on the lake.
I know. I just, for me, roughing it is like a Motel 6. You know,
roughing it, bro. It's actually.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have a flashback and start setting up camo wire and camo and
miss that.
Start digging foxholes.
Oh yeah.
Shitholes. 2K pot. Yeah. Well, luckily though, we had porta potties. I mean, unless when I was deployed.
Not us.
That's different. But oh my god, yeah.
No, yeah. There's definitely
good times.
We almost had to do an emergency drive-by. My homeboy had to take a shit while we're middle of the lake, so he's about to have to pop a deuce while we're driving, But
my god!
Luckily, he held it in. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna tell a funny. Oh my god! I hope my dad doesn't ever watch the show. We were at a church gathering. We were at a church gathering, and in Sierra Vista, actually in Fort Huachuca, there's a lot of parks that you could go out and hike and all that. And we was like deep out there, and we had church service. And then they did a potluck, and then you could actually go. Actually, that's where I caught my first fish, my only fish, years ago. Long story short. I guess my dad had the bubble guts because he worked on base. And he was like, I got to go to the office real quick. And I'm like, oh, can I come? And I just saw the look on his face like, this mother. Yes. You can. So I rode with him. We maybe got, 15 minutes down the road. He pulled over, gave me this look. Don't you get out the car. And I'm like, of course, I was like, 4 or 5, 4 at the most. Oh, okay. And he's like, you're going to be okay. I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes. I mean, he was pissed. He grabbed, he grabbed the tissue that we had in the car, went in the woods for a little bit.
Oh.
I'm assuming he dropped the deuce. Oh, but then we continued to his office where he was at. And then he finished his business. And on the way back, he said, hey, if you mention this, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat you. Don't mention this to anyone. So, luckily he's older now, and now I could probably take him, probably not. And he doesn't watch the show anyway, but yeah, he was gonna beat my ass if I had told anybody that story.
Well, that's a good question I want to ask. I already know Mark's, but let me ask you, Sneaky, and then Mark can tell his story. Where is the most craziest place you took a shit at?
Now, are we talking like non-military?
No, non-military, because military, you got to shit in weird places too. So I'm talking about where you were just chilling.
Okay, so
guts and
okay. So I was, ironically, a buddy of mine told me the same story. He told me he went. When you're in service, we would go to Douglas. This is before you need the special ID card, right, to go back and forth. And we would go to Douglas, Mexico. They call it El Cid's, like a big party or a big club, whatever. Underage drinking, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't really drink, but I was hungry. There was one time I was like hungry. And ironically, the similar thing happened to one of my friends at the same. I think it was a Burger King there, but anyway. I was like starving, so I picked up some street tacos, and I'm like killing it, right? And I was good. I was full. I was good. But I'm eating tacos in Mexico. I mean, I'm across the border, and we end up we end up going back. The party I was with, some of them people were drunk, whatever, and I'm like, ooh, these are. I'm like, ooh. So we hit up I want to say it was a Burger King or something. Oh God. I hope there's a statute limit to this, but I knocked on the door. They wouldn't let me in. I'm like, no, I gotta use restroom. I'll be fine. Nope. Sorry. Can't let you. I'll go in. I'll mop the place if you want me. No, we can't let you in. I went to my trunk, grabbed a raggedy shirt, flipped over one of the trash cans, and just let it rip.
Wow.
I can't remember if it was a Burger King or Jack. I don't remember.
That sounds like a Burger King. A shit.
I had to go.
Hey, go ahead, Mark.
What?
I don't know if you ever told yours on this show.
Wait up, Sneaky took a poop in a trash can. I had to. I was in high school. I had to go. Them tacos. The tacos was like, just passing through.
Literally.
There was no pit stop. There was like, hey, Vato Loco, this stomach looks okay. Yeah, no, they were like, hey, gotta go. They were gone.
No, look, I don't have a gallbladder. Look, I don't have a gallbladder, dude. If you're in the no gallbladder gang, quick and well certain foods go straight through you. And when you first lose your gallbladder, you don't know what foods go straight through you. So you it's like a test run, man. But anyways, to make a long story short, I took a poop in someone's front yard, man, because I couldn't make it home. But the problem was I shit on my pants too, so I ended up having to get butt naked and drive home butt naked. That there's more to that story, but man, the moral is you can't hold it.
No,
you can't hold I made a TikTok the other day about how I had to run into a porta potty, and people are like, just go to the restroom, bro. You literally have I have about 2 to 3 minutes once it hits me. There's no time frame, dude.
Yeah.
And the people that the no gallbladder gang, man, we all understand each other, bro. That when you gotta go, like when I first lost it, I would notice where the restrooms are in certain places, man, just in case. You got to be aware. And there is a certain law. There's a weird law about restrooms, man, for people that have problems like Crohn's or no gallbladder. Okay. Because, dude, numerous times I've gone into convenience stores and they're like, you can't use the restroom. I'm like, look, bro, I'm just going to shit in your store then. You got two choices, bro. Because if someone tells me no, I mean, dude, I'm going to shit in front of your store. So which one is it?
Yeah, Clary's like, we could do this the easy way,
right,
or the hard way,
right, man.
The choice is yours, but I'm gonna drop this deuce.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And it depends on where you want to clean up at.
I'll be honest with you, dude. The video I made about it actually went semi-viral because so many people had empathy for what I went through, and they were the no gallbladder gang is what they were hashtagging in that video, and everybody felt that pain, man. But yeah, that's my. I mean, I have numerous, but that one stands out.
I would say, oh wait, Ish.
What's up?
Please do tell.
So mine happened in the worst one. Like I have many as well, but the worst one had probably happened in Van Horn, Texas.
The Van Hornies.
Yeah, good old Van Horn. If you haven't been there, you probably missed it. I went to my grandma's house, ate some food. You know, was good, chilling. You know, I got in the go-kart and see Van Horn. It's a small country road. So if you have a go-kart or four-wheeler, you can cruise for miles and miles and miles. You know what I mean? Be okay. That's what I did. And halfway out, I'm like, oh shit, my stomach. So I tried to turn around and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. And so I found this what I thought was an abandoned trailer. And door was locked. I was like, okay. So I just took shit in the front of the trailer park or the trailer house. Right when I finished, somebody was walking out.
Oh my god! And then I can just see your asshole. I can't see your asshole, but I can imagine the pucker effect you had as they're walking out. You're like, oh
yeah. My pants were still not all the way up. And the thing with a go-kart, it's you got to restart it. It's not just a key. You know what I mean? It was some old school. You got to pull the string and everything. So I'm sitting there pulling it with my pants halfway up my ass, and this, oh shit, I'm about to get caught. And so I was able to get away, but Van Horn's a small town, so they kind of found out who did it. And let's just say my grandma wasn't too pleased with me.
Yeah. What's up, Armando? As a kid, we actually took a trip to Houston. I lived in Cerro Vista. We took a trip to Houston. We would stop at Fort Stockton, continue on to wherever my brother would live at the time. And then on the way back, we would stop at Fort Stockton and then continue on to Cerro Vista. So there was one occasion where I want to say we were in El Paso, and they had this awesome gas stop. It was like right before you got into El Paso. And to this day, one of the best burgers I have ever eaten. And I can't remember what gas stop it was.
It was Van Horn.
Well, was it Van? I mean, it was right before you, like right before you entered El Paso. I mean, you already passed the city line, and then it was the gas station. But I made it until we got to New Mexico. And my dad was a firm believer, if you got to go, you better hang it out the window. And so I was like meditating partly through New Mexico. And, luckily, I don't know, maybe, my mom could have see the sweat beading from my face. She was like, let's stop at this, guest restaurant or guest store. And I'm like, well, I can't wait another 5 hours. It got to go. It got to go.
Yeah.
So, but moving on. I want to share something with y'all that my wife and I. Well, first off, my daughter turned 18 on Friday.
Wow, happy birthday! And
we, Clary.
Yes.
Oh, over here. My daughter, she turned 18 on Friday.
I'm listening.
And
I'm listening, dude.
I had to do that. And then yesterday was our 22nd wedding anniversary.
Oh wow!
So
you broke.
Oh, I'm beyond broke. I'm beyond broke. And I looked up something that Clary, how long you been married?
Shit, dude.
Oh hell! I hope to God you had your headphones on.
Almost about 14 years.
Yes. What about you?
Quit asking us such hard questions.
It'll be 9 years this year.
Okay. So I'm looking here, and so because I'm in the 20 club, there's 17 reasons as to why people over 20 will get a divorce. Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna share with you a couple of them. Some to me don't make sense, right? Falling out of love. Does that make? I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
I see.
Okay. Lack of mutual growth.
Right?
Okay. Unresolved issues of the past.
Seen that.
I don't know about that. After 20 years, I don't agree with
Right,
that.
exactly.
20 years, yeah.
I mean,
20 years, yeah, no.
I mean, that's something like,
That's on the woman's side, bro. If it's after 20, the
Well,
man don't
you
think
don't
about
know.
3 weeks, bro.
well, I mean, but you never know. You never know. It's funny. You never know. Old-fashioned thought process.
I don't even get it.
I don't know what that is.
Well, maybe let's see. It's okay. Under it says one of them could be orthodox, while the other is unconventional. In such cases, one of the other partner is often too rigid to change with changing times, while the other likes to be dynamic and updates with the latest trends.
That sounds like a Cowboys fan to me.
Yeah,
Either you're stuck in the past or you're with the future and you think the team sucks. So that sounds like a Cowboys fan to me.
Or 20 some years, I'm not getting a ring.
Hey.
Lack of communication, I could see that. Losing connection over the years. Kids leaving home. That's something. But I would see, and of course, Angie and I, Mama, we don't fall into this because we're looking forward to traveling and doing some things.
Mm-hmm.
This one I thought was funny. Never in love.
But you're there for 20 years.
Right. That don't.
Where's this list from?
Well, okay. The website is like momjunction.com.
Cosmopolitan or some shit.
Probably.
Shout out.
This one says personal disorder and mental illness. I don't agree with this one because that's part of your vows, through sickness and in health.
Yeah.
Your partner, I suffer with depression and anxiety, and my wife has been one of my big supporters throughout. And I think for someone to leave their spouse because of, everybody's different. Every situation's different.
Yeah.
But I'll just say this, it's in your vows. I mean, am I misspoken, guys?
No,
not at all. I agree. Yeah, like you said, especially since you're saying that this is from 20 years. It's just you already hit that bump or you're going down that hill, you know what I mean? Like you should have already hit those tough times with that significant other.
When are you?
You know what I mean?
When are you going to get to the midlife crisis where the dude wants a chick 20 years younger?
That didn't obviously hit the list though, but
that didn't make the list.
It did not. Number 10, mistrust and lies, but 20 years of that. 20 years. Professional failure, which I don't agree with because
I don't know what that means either.
Someone were to get late. Well, hold on. Here we go. The stress to succeed professionally can sap the love out of your marriage in the prime years of the marriage life. However, professional failures and financial crisis, despite all the efforts, can bring real change to marriage. Stress from such failures may lead to divorce. It's a process.
I see you, Anthony. He came in strong with that comment.
Yeah, what do you say? Polls taken by women.
Hey, see? He's
oh my
thinking
God!
like me,
Yeah.
They found out each person who was the most angriest, and they put him.
He was reading. His phone was dead, and he had his wife's magazine taking a poop, dude. That's where he got this list from, man.
No, because like I said, 20 years, and then although it missed number 12. I don't see number 12. But 13 says abusive relationships. 14 goes with addictions. 15, extramarital affairs.
That's the young woman.
Ooh.
Yeah. 16, therapy and counseling fails. Now, I thought this one was number 17 was kind of interesting. Different sexual preference after 20 years.
Don't say it.
I almost said it.
Me too.
I almost said it.
Oh, you guys know of a
No.
No. It's just inside. I mean,
okay. Never
We
mind.
don't want to be canceled.
And then number 18 was procrastinating the separation. And then Ant came back with no one takes vows seriously anymore, which I agree. How about for Richard Prapor to death do us part? You know, I had a friend of mine, Rivera, Puerto Rican. He said, to death do us part. That means I could kill her. I'm like, no, that's not what it means, Rivera.
Well, Anthony, I got to disagree because you got 3 guys here that have only been married once. So
shout out.
I'm just saying.
Hey, and it's only going to be once.
Yeah.
Oh,
he did.
Most definitely, bro. But shout out to the mariachi girl last night, by the way, while we're talking about this.
Oh, yeah. You were at a wedding last night.
Bro, there was
The ships.
There was a mariachi group in the girl, and she was fire, man. I ain't gonna lie, dude.
Any videos? I mean,
I got some. I've took some of it, dude. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm a little disappointed. I didn't.
I haven't posted one.
Well, no. I mean, I got one of you riding a bull. The least you could do is send me one of the mariachi band.
Ooh, boy. I was trying to hook Fonza with her, but he didn't have the game, dude. He didn't bring
Come on.
He don't have no A game. Shout out, by the way, to Scotty and congratulations on getting married after being together for 20 years, man. I mean, that is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah.
They got married. They got married. Honestly, I think it's after 15 years of being together, they got married.
You know, that's the new norm now, though.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, man.
Like a lot of people don't like the institution or the establishment of marriage. They feel it's a government trap. People have their pros and cons about it. But
what amazing about Scotty, good friend of ours, me and Cowboy Hippie, is he got together with his new wife when she had just had a under 1-year-old. And Scotty raised that little girl, and now she's 21. Yeah, so phenomenal. He helped raise her, man. And so shout out to Scotty Ships, man, for that. And he does listen sometimes. I don't know if he's in today, but Scotty does listen to the show sometimes. Oh yeah, dude. But no, it was an awesome wedding, awesome reception, great time. Also, weddings are also like mini reunions for friends. So I got to see some old friends that I haven't seen. I saw the whole fight crew showed up. Shout out to look at this shirt is 15 years old right here, guys. It is Team Brotherhood. Team Brotherhood, old shirt 15 years ago. We brought them out. But good times, man. We had fun. Shout out mariachis.
So Anthony says, I married my high school sweetheart, 30 years together, 20 years married.
There you go.
So you see, Anthony, we're still here. We still here.
People ask me how we stay together, and I reply that I love a challenge. Yeah, if anybody knows Anthony, that I can just hear him say that.
And child support.
I can hear him say that. Oh, yeah.
Bearded one. What's up, man?
Common law marriage. Yeah, and every state's different about the whole common law marriage. I don't even know. I mean, how legit is common law marriage?
Oh, it's very legit in the state of Texas. I know because I was common law married, Sneaky, before I got married, because we shared bills. We bought a house together. And therefore in Texas, if I introduce her as my wife, we are common law married. If I introduce her as my wife.
But okay, so if you just say she's my girlfriend,
no.
But I mean, I'm saying like after 15 years, do you say she's my girlfriend? And does it stay that way? I mean, is it
but
that
like you said, if you share bills or living in the same house, then they will make you commonly, you're married pretty much.
So my job, so we were going to stay common law, but I forgot even why, man, but we had to, for the insurance purposes,
Taxes,
get married.
right? Oh,
yeah, for the insurance. Yeah. So,
then he says, my kids are grown and child support.
18 years.
But yeah, that's good times. Good times.
But I know, last comment I want to make about this whole marriage thing. Some people, I think, just take marriage as just a regular relationship and where you can just break up and move on to the next one. You know, like marriage is the final knot, and people just see it as I made it this far with this girl, but if I'm done with her, I'm done with her.
Right.
And I just hate it, especially when there's kids in it. You know, it just
yeah.
You know, my mom never remarried, dude. My dad passed away when I was a kid, and my mom never remarried, dude.
Yeah,
never married.
That's awesome. I mean, that's right there is takes a lot. You know, I mean, people may not think about how hard that is, but it really is, because not just because you're thinking, oh, you know, what about her love life or anything like that. It's just more just how much respect she had for your dad, and for anybody who did that for their loved one. It's either their husband or their wife. You know, it takes a lot of heart and a lot of soul to do that, and you know, big ups to her.
Right.
Shout out to Clary.
Yeah, my dad, he, since my dad has not remarried, my dad, although I think some people, my dad likes to be by himself, bottom line. He likes to have his own space.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to have his own stuff. That's why I could see my dad not remarrying. I know, and the thing about that, I just can't for myself. Yeah. I'm good.
I'll be honest with you. I think partly my mom never remarried, bro, because she was afraid to bring a dude around her sons, man.
Right.
That was part of, like, who's this dude, man?
Yeah. And matter of fact, I could imagine. I would love to be there. Let's say your mom did remarry, right? Let's just. Well, I know, but let's just say, he came to the house and he tried to pull rank. I'm not your dad, but I'm your stepdad. You're like, okay, Dave. No. Oh my God!
Two piece. You know what I mean?
Right. Imagine if his name was Richard. I could see Clary calling him Dick.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sorry, Dick. That doesn't work here.
Shout out to all the Richards out there in the world,
right?
Man.
Yeah, and all the dicks out there too. You know who you are.
Yeah,
you know exactly who you are.
Shit.
Oh my God!
Talk about dicks. See what
talk
happened
about
in the
dicks.
NFL.
Oh my God!
Hey,
did you just
wow.
say that?
That was a
really
good segment. Moving into a new segment, dude.
I can't believe he's did that.
You might get canceled for that, but dude, it's okay, Hippie. I like the transition.
Hey, I try to do what I gotta do.
Oh my God!
Well, we can save that. We can save that. We are talking about Danny Jones, right? I mean, we just saved it. See, I saved you, Cowboy.
There you go. No, shout out to the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm sure they got a new number one fan or number one player. I don't know his first name. I think his last name was Nassib. Carl Nassib.
Yeah,
is that how you say his name?
I'm not sure, but Carl. I go by Carl.
He became I believe, the second player to come out openly gay in the NFL.
And now, I think the first active.
He's the first active.
First active. That is correct.
Yeah.
The first one that came out was Michael Sam.
I think. Well, no. There was a player that played for the Dallas Cowboys that came out as bi. Not too long.
That's right. He was a. That's right.
Yeah, me too, man. I love all the DJ haters. I love them all.
We're gonna be cool, Anthony.
I commend him. I commend him for coming out. It's not, he's gonna lay the foundation for future generation. Hopefully, I don't even know what the rate of, like, what is it? 1 out of so many guys are homosexual or bi. I don't know the rate of that, but
1 out of 3.
Is it? Oh, okay. Well, I know. I was gonna. Yeah. I mean, might as well. But maybe this is the start of something, and it's gonna. I'm gonna say it. It's gonna change the dynamic in the locker room, because people of color, we're trying to. There's still a disconnect, I think, with the LGBTQ community. It's just one of those things that is going to take time. I'm looking forward to, what the future holds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all an individual responsibility too. Like for myself, if so, I mean, I've had friends that were gay. Okay, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't affect my life in any way, shape, or form. But some other people, they feel that it's due, and I really don't like it when they bring in like biblical or make it a religious thing, because there's so much that we could talk about, religiously or biblically, that being homosexual, I mean, and plus with the translation and the different, I don't know, I think it's an excuse in a sense.
Look,
if you don't like it, just say you don't like it. If you don't care, then don't care. Simple as that.
I honestly, bro, I made a video about it on TikTok because somebody asked me how I felt about it. Look, man, hopefully we don't have to have other press conferences or stuff about this in the future, that we don't even need it anymore. He also donated $100,000 to the Trevor Project, which works with LGBTQ youth to prevent suicide, and it also helps for suicide prevention. So the guy, I heard a lot. Why does he have to announce it? Well, I don't think he felt like he had to. His friends and family already knew he was gay, so it wasn't like a big deal. It was already out. Right, I'm sure his teammates knew too, honestly, man. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so hopefully we don't have to keep announcing this, what our sexuality is, I mean, I'm happy for him, dude. Like you said, I don't care, bro. Like, it doesn't bother me any which way, man. Like, do your thing, homie. I mean, but what he did for donating, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah. Again, how does it affect you?
No, yeah, I think it's affecting the fans more than anything. But at the same time, if you see, his jersey is now the number one sold jersey.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't that crazy? What, 3 or 4 weeks ago it was Tim Tebow, and now it's Nassib. So you could just see how the NFL is gaining more fans every day with stuff like this, and I think that's why they kind of did an announcement on it. He did it on his own Instagram, so I kind of see where it was really coming from him. You know what I mean? But then the NFL made it a whole lot bigger thing. Now, I did see a comment saying that Michael Sams was blackballed. I'm going to have to disagree on that.
I disagree as well.
I watched him in college. He wasn't that great of a defensive end. I think the Cowboys brought him in just to get a publicity.
He was overrated coming out of college, Sneaky.
He really was.
He was very overrated.
He even went to Canadian football for a little bit, and he had some issues out there as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's one of those situations. It's just one of those. We don't know. We don't know what really happened.
Yeah.
We don't.
No, honestly, gay, straight, I don't care. The guy was overrated, bro. Yeah. That's all it was, man. You could see it on the field in his performance, bro. And he didn't come out till after he was gone anyways. So you can't really use that against him.
Oh, no, he came out before the draft.
Yeah, he came out right before the draft.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did.
Because he still went undrafted.
Well, no. St. Louis drafted him.
That dude announced that he was gay before the draft.
Yeah, because his boyfriend was there at the draft. Like when they had the camera on him.
Remember that, dude?
Yeah. I remember.
Townsend says led the SEC in sacks for 1 year. Oh, I didn't. That part I didn't know.
His last year, he made he made all SEC team, second team, I believe.
Just go look at what he did in the league.
Yeah, well, he didn't really
play a snap.
Play that much. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, people think that just because he came out gay, that's why he didn't make the team. But no, he wasn't.
Townsend wasn't overrated. He was taken in the 7th round. Well, I mean, yeah, I get where he's coming from because he was drafted, right? But Townsend, to your point, to be fair, like the first 2 rounds, you're pretty much guaranteed on the spot. 3rd and beyond,
I'll say 3.
It's kind of tough to actually make the team. Now, I do want to jump back and also say that with that Raider, which donated $1,000. I'm sorry, $100,000. The NFL matched that donation.
Right, they did.
That's awesome.
They matched that donation. I did have a friend at one time. He was actually a vet. He was in the Navy. We were in school together. He called me up and he said he needed some help. And he told me that he's been living in park benches, for about a month and a half. And he told me that he ended up telling his dad that he came out, said he was gay, and then he kicked him out the house. And he was very emotional on the phone, and he said to me, "You're the last one of my last friends I can get in contact with." And he told me where he was at. I sent him some money to he was trying to get to some location. But yeah, I sent him, I took care of him. I took care of him. I told the situation to the wife, and she said, yeah, get him, because look, I'm sorry. I judge people on their character. Who you date, that's your business. Who makes you happy, what your preference is, that's your business. But it's unfortunate, and I've been asked, I don't know if you guys ever been asked this question, but what would you do if your child was gay? I said, well, that's one of those questions, you can't really answer.
I would support them
until right. But I mean, like, right at the end of the day, regardless, they're my kid. I would go to the, then they say, would you go to the wedding? Yes, my child is getting married. Yes, I'll be at the wedding. I mean, at the end of the day, they're my child.
Yeah.
They're part of me. And for families, and I'm gonna say this is my opinion, for families that disown their child because of religious preference or whatever our Heavenly Father, the best way to imitate our Heavenly Father is to love our children unconditionally. That's what He does with us. And to abandon our children, that's not being godlike, if you will.
Yeah, no,
I'll go there. I will go there.
No, I agree. Now, what's the crazy thing is what's been getting hate now more than anything that's been happening in the NFL has not been this whole Nassib coming out. It's been Cole Beasley.
Right.
If y'all been seeing what's been going on Twitter, I follow Cole Beasley on Twitter. I've been following him since he was a Cowboy. He gets angry really quick. I believe he has short man syndrome where one little thing ticks him off and he goes on a rant. You know what I mean?
Put him up.
There's always that one short guy that has a short temper. And he had this conversation about the vaccine. He doesn't want to get it. He feels like that he shouldn't be forced to get it, all this, all that. Well, the NFL said that if you're not going to have a vaccine, you got to stay in a different hotel. And shout out to the wife. Yes, he is annoying. So I wanted to hear y'all's opinion on this. To me, Cole Beasley just needs to shut the hell up. The NFL's had problems with many other things. The vaccine is still a new thing. If you have a problem with it, talk to your owner. What the fuck does Twitter what does Twitter have to do with any of this? Why do you have to go to Twitter about the vaccine anyways? We've been having this COVID for a year and a half already, and he's just not wanting to ask these questions because the NFL said something about it? This makes no sense to me. I mean, Cole Beasley, he's just the type of person where he only cares about him and himself. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just wanted to hear y'all's opinion on what do y'all think of the Cole Beasley situation.
I've been following it as well, and I shout out to 105.3 The Fan. I listen to them all day long when I'm working, and they discuss it a lot. And so I started following the issue as well. Cole Beasley, basically, he does need to just shut up now. He got himself in a pickle, man, about talking about it. Look, dude, some of us in this show really don't believe in the vaccine, okay? I'm going to throw it out there. We're not going to say who, but some of us don't even believe in the vaccine in this. So it is what it is, dude, but there's certain times and ways to pronounce stuff and come out with stuff, man. Yeah. And if you're playing in the NFL, bro, NFL's bigger than life, dude. Let's just be real.
It is.
It's huge, bro. They control so much aspects of activity outside of the league, and they set the tone and trends for stuff that happens in the real world. The athletes, what they wear, what they listen to. Yeah. And so Cole Beasley doing that, you got a certain responsibility. and I feel like he stepped over it, man. But you set your own hole, man. You dig your own hole. You got to live with what you say. And Cole Beasley knows that by now, bro. He was a cowboy. He should know what to say and what not to say.
No, and I see the comment town.
Hold on 1 second. Let me throw in my 2 cents on this one. I'll even say I don't believe in the shot, but I got it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. I think I'm going to address this the same way people addressed the whole Kaepernick issue. If your employer says to you, you need to get the shot, or you don't need to, you can't kneel, or whatever the case may be. Hey, if the Buffalo Bills makes it mandated for the protection and the safe and well-being of their people, and hey, then he has to make a choice.
Let me ask you something. When do the HIPAA laws fall in then for this? Do they just get thrown out?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I was thinking about that as well because
my
old employment, my old job, I didn't have to say I was sick, bro, because we were union. We called and said, we're not coming in. And they said, are you sick? None of your business, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so now every place is different, but HIPAA laws do have, I mean, it's very powerful.
Well,
but you can and cannot
I
talk
don't think
about.
there's HIPAA laws in the NFL.
I probably yeah, well, but see, the HIPAA laws, I don't know how they apply to someone getting a shot.
Right.
Because the whole time they're talking about, I mean, there's some states putting in laws now where they can't stop you from going in grocery stores. Go ahead.
I got something. First thing I pulled up, it said pro sports teams are not covered entities under HIPAA.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the first thing that pulled up. So
wow. So yeah. So
there we go.
If the Buffalo Bills says, get this shot, you got to get that damn shot.
Yeah.
Or I guess wouldn't it be the NFL? Wouldn't it be the NFL is the corporation?
Yeah. Well,
right?
I think the NFL they can make it mandated. I guess they can, but then each state has its own state laws.
Yeah.
And each state laws, I mean, could supersede the NFL bylaws, if you will. I mean,
that's why the Cowboys still have fans during the whole COVID season.
Right.
You want to say different states have different laws. No, just the last thing I want to say about this. I see Towns. He's got a couple comments on this. I believe Cole Beasley. I agree with you. He's just trying to say his 2 cents on the situation. I completely agree. But the way he came into it is completely different. Now, Twitter is my all-time favorite app on social media. It can make you or break you. I mean, yes, you could say that with any social media, but especially in the NFL, Twitter can break you. One, they can go back from years and years and find something that you tweeted. I remember when Dak Prescott got drafted, they went back and found a tweet that said that he said Tony Romo was garbage back in like 2011.
Right.
That. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go back and find stuff. Cole Beasley needs to understand that everybody is seeing this. And yes, there's going to be people that don't agree with you. So you're going to get backlash. So don't get upset if you get backlash about it. And Sneaky's just struggling.
My bad.
You're good. I can do the voiceover for you. Let's go, Cowboys.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me.
Hey, you know what, though, Ish? Speaking of the social media stuff, shit. Like you said, look what happened to Jamie Benn just for liking a comment.
That's correct. And he had to do a whole apology for it.
For liking a comment on social media, he had to do an apology for it.
Mm-hmm.
Liking.
Yeah.
Who is these people are looking up what they're liking?
Yeah.
And you know what, dude? If it was me, I would have done it was the accidental like, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was the accidental.
But you know who that is? It's TMZ. Every single time it's always
TMZ Sports is on that shit.
The TMZ is on everything. Right. From I remember they were the first one to break about the Kobe death.
Yeah.
Right.
And they got almost got in big trouble. I think they did get in big trouble for that because the family didn't even get to know before it happened. You know, the wife found out about it on TMZ, before anything else. So I feel like TMZ should, to me, they should have more boundaries. But I mean, obviously, they're not.
Bro, we're talking about the media, hippie.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
They have no morals or respect for anybody, dude.
None.
There's no boundary
They got to
whatsoever.
sell and make money, bro. They want to be the first to report, whether it's true or false. We know that under its sports, politics, anything.
I'll tell you what, though, TMZ has a really good record about waiting because they understand the responsibility about putting false information. They don't want to get a major lawsuit.
Mhm.
Like the one news newspaper in the UK. They got a huge lawsuit over Princess Diana's death or something like that, some kind like that, and they got a huge lawsuit.
Conspiracy
theory. Illuminati. No, yeah, but I mean, with other NFL news, I mean, I know NFL right now is kind of slow due to it's still the off season, but I believe we are less than a month away from training camp, especially for the Cowboys. So I did want to bring up one thing. We didn't really get to talk about it much, but with the whole Ryan Fitzpatrick, Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott. And I'm missing the quote. Oh, Jalen Hurts. Now we got to be realistic here. I know we're all super fans, Sneaky, but I want to be real. I want to be real with you. Would you put Ryan Fitzpatrick as the second best quarterback in this division? I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna say no. I would honestly take Daniel Jones over Ryan Fitzpatrick. And I will explain why, because Ryan Fitzpatrick has never gone to the playoffs. He's always been a gunslinger. He's a poor man's Brett Favre. He'll have his games where he can throw 400 yards and get 4 touchdowns, but then he can easily have the game where he throws 0 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. And I don't think that's going to win Washington their division. So I can honestly say that Ryan Fitzpatrick is the third best quarterback in our division. So I wanted to ask y'all, what do y'all think about the Ryan Fitzpatrick signing? And if he really can take this Washington team past the first round.
You want me to talk?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't. The first round?
Yeah, just how far do you think he could really take the Washington team?
Bro, they're not. They're going to go like 6-11, bro. Okay. I don't think they're going to the playoffs at all, dude. The Dallas Cowboys are winning that division, bro, hands down. With a 9-8 record, they're going to win that division. So I don't think the NFC is getting one team. Daniel Jones is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. Jalen Hurts is the second worst starting quarterback in the NFL, and Ryan Fitzpatrick is way beyond his prime, bro. That's it. Let's just be real, man. I'm not a freaking homer like you guys. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. And Sneaky, I see you getting upset over there, man, but it's real. That's what you're up against. You have one more year with Danny Jones to see what he can do. Yeah. And it is what it is. Him and Jalen Hurts are the 2 worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL, bro. And they sit in the NFC East.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, Sneaky. I do watch, what's going on in the NFC East as in training camp and everything of what's been heard, how the team's doing, how the quarterback's been doing. I haven't heard too much about Daniel Jones. Now that can't be a good thing or a bad thing because I really haven't heard great things about him. I haven't heard no bad things about him. So he's just having a regular camp. But yeah, that's not happening.
Hey, whoever Frankie C is, let's do a cash app bet, bro. Is any amount of money you want? Who gets most wins this year?
Oh, golly.
Any amount of money you want, Frankie C. You have the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. So any amount of money, hit me up, dude. I'll bet you. Any amount. Just whoever has the most wins, Frankie C.
Shout out to Tom.
You sound just like Sneaky. You must.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right now. At the end of the season, and we can revisit this, Daniel Jones will be the best quarterback in the NFC East.
Oh, hell no, Sneaky. What is this, episode 51? I'm going to remember that.
Comedy hour here, baby.
Yep. I'm all in on Daniel Jones. And the reason why I'm all in on Daniel Jones is because he is all in as being the New York Giants starting quarterback. And if I'm going to back up, if I'm going to stand behind anybody that has proven to me strong work ethic, which he has shown this offseason, I'm all in on Daniel Jones. He will be the best quarterback in the NFC East at the end of the season.
Tell me one quarterback that doesn't have a strong work ethic. Go.
Haskins.
Jay Cutler.
Really? You guys know him personally or what? I mean, we see him practice or what?
Have you seen Jay
Listen,
Cutler?
I mean, look. You can't do that.
I will take Cutler over Danny Jones in a heartbeat, bro. Are you kidding me?
If you ask a specific question and I give you an answer, you have to be satisfied with that answer.
No,
you didn't. Yes,
Stevie,
you did.
We live in the United States of America.
You did, but you can't.
You're acting like Danny Jones is good. I can't respect a human being like Cowboy CBS or whatever the hell his name was.
We will revisit this. We'll revisit this after the season.
We will.
But what I'm saying is,
put his money up and shut up.
What I'm saying is,
your friend,
you ask
put
the
money
question.
up and shut up.
When you asked a question with no premise, you said, "Give me a quarterback." What was the question, Ish? What did you say? Give me a quarterback that shows no work ethic. Give me any quarterback.
They're NFL quarterbacks.
And I told you Haskins had no work ethic whatsoever.
I watched him in college and compete at the highest level.
And then you flip.
He worked out.
But did you see him taking selfies?
He sucked.
At the end. Exactly. He had no work ethic. None.
No, that's
zero.
Sneaky, I have 100% work ethic. It won't make me an NFL starting quarterback, bro.
I don't think it was his work ethic. I think he was just too young. Like he still had a young mindset, and it's crazy because it's a lot of players that come out of Ohio State that still have that party lifestyle. I mean, if you remember, Ezekiel Elliott and Joey Bosa were both doing the same type of thing their rookie year, still partying and stuff like that. So I think it's just in their nature. But I will still agree with you. Dwayne Haskins is a newer version of Jamarcus Russell. They just didn't give him a longer time to show it. You get what I'm saying?
I want to address this with Tanaka. Tanaka says DJ's weight room dedication doesn't help him not turn the ball over. True. That I'll agree with that. But what it will do, it'll make him stronger and it'll make him faster. Now, this year, he'll have another year under his belt under this offense. This year, and I want to touch on the turnovers.
Oof.
Evan Ingram was, he caused 6 out of the 11 interceptions. 6 out of the 11. Not to include the fumbles that he also had last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Evan Ingram, we could say if Evan Ingram had a better game, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. Regardless, turnovers kill the game. All I can say is I'm all in on Daniel Jones. Mm-hmm. And by this, two things going to happen. Clary, you're going to be right, or I'm going to be right. Now, the thing is, if he has a season like Deshaun Watson, where he has 33 touchdowns and 8 picks, but we're still 6-10 or 6-11.
Yeah.
Then whose fault is it?
I don't see that happening, Sneaky, because y'all's defense is a lot better than what Washington's was.
You can't say that, Ish, because
injuries.
Wait. No. You'll be the first one to talk about how Dak was on pace to do something, but yet you guys were 1-4.
Yes, because our defense is horrible.
Exactly. So I'm saying you cannot say that. You can't say that.
What do you mean? What I can't say?
Well, you admit when I mentioned the thing about Dak, or not Dak, when I mentioned the thing about Danny Jones and Watson, what did you say?
If he has a year like that, he deserves a second chance, definitely. Because
then you know what? My bad. I jumped the gun on that. My bad.
If he has a season like Deshaun Watson, absolutely he deserves.
They all deserve a chance. Sneaky, if you have a Deshaun Watson year, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's why I'm saying I don't see that happening because one, y'all's defense is great.
That's why I came back with the That's why I said what I said.
I don't see that happening because y'all's defense is great. So if y'all do have a bad season, it was because either one of injuries, which that's hard to see by, or two, Daniel Jones has had another bad year, and I'm gonna put my money on Daniel Jones having another bad year. They gave him the weapon, so we will see. But at the same time, I don't think Golladay and Rudolph is enough. You know what I mean? For him, obviously.
I think so.
I
We
already,
had-
I already heard some rumblings from Galladay, by the way, boys. But just
Like
Just
what?
throw it out
Oh, like
just throw it
oh.
out there.
Let me know. Please tell me.
No, you'll see. You'll see when you see the start.
Oh.
You'll see the sideline. You'll see the sideline.
Oh.
You'll see the sideline. Galladay will speak. He will talk.
There
He
you
did
go.
it- he
You,
did it in
you
Detroit.
ain't-
He will talk.
you have nothing.
Sneaky, do you not know who Galladay does?
Nothing. Yes,
He will talk about your quarterback after week 1 if he doesn't get the ball.
Mhm.
He will talk about him after week 1 if
you
he doesn't get the ball.
well, first off, he's going to get the ball. There's no if about that.
Well, it's quarterback.
Two, the fact that you even said, the fact that you even brought that up without anything backing up what you said, and I'm on, like I said, I'm on every
No, you're not.
Giants. Yes, I am.
Sneaky, you
Yeah.
don't know shit about your own team, bro.
I
Let's be
don't.
real. You sit here and tell me Danny Jones is good. That's all I need to hear. You can't admit that you have one of the worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL. You know why? Because you're afraid your fans are going to say, "No, Sneaky, you can't say that about a starting quarterback." That's the only reason you stick up for Daniel Jones.
You know damn well that I don't. Yes, stick up for. He's my quarterback.
Oh, he's my quarterback.
He's my quarterback.
He's my
But
quarterback.
I mean, I could care less what any. I don't go off of what everybody says. I go off of what I say.
Sneaky,
Like,
you
like
say
what?
you know
Like
football?
what?
Then speak facts. Don't speak a fanboy. You
Oh
have
my
the worst
gosh.
quarterback in the NFL. Speak facts. Speak
I'm
facts.
gonna look something up real quick.
So the fact that Daniel Jones never mind. I'm not even. There's no reason.
Go ahead.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
good.
Go ahead.
I'm
We
good.
want to hear it.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until after the season.
Hey, Frankie C Sports.
I'm gonna
put up your
wait
money or
until
shut up.
I'm gonna wait till after the season.
Put up your money or
So,
shut up.
Let's
Frankie
see. What
C.
did he say? He said it's going to be good to look at who will be a tougher cornerback or a tougher comeback, Dak or Barkley. Yeah,
I agree. Hey, Frankie, I agree with you 100%. Comeback player of the year is going to be Saquon or it's going to be Dak. There's no question. Usually the quarterback gets it, but that's obvious. It's going to be one of those two players.
And yeah, Giants fan, you're right. We will prove everyone. Oh, it's going to feel so good.
Oh, I just looked up something.
It's going to feel so good.
He only has 35 career touchdowns.
He's only been in the league 2 years.
Hey,
That's
he
not an
sucks.
excuse.
He sucks, hippie. Just
2 years.
We don't have to.
Dak had 30 touchdowns in a season, I believe.
We don't have to prove how bad he is. Sneaky has to prove how good he is. Okay.
And I will after the season. Like I said, I'm in a no-lose situation here. Either he's going to be good or he's going to be the way you say he is.
Well,
I'm going to take the latter. Bottom line, I'm going to take the latter.
If I were
you're
you,
a fanboy.
if I were you, I would vote for Daniel Jones to be bad. Y'all have 2 first-round picks.
Why? That's like me telling you I would vote that Dak will be horrible this year.
Well, no, because Dak's a great quarterback.
Dak's a good quarterback, though.
He's a great quarterback.
He is
Look
great.
He's
Look
great.
at the stats. Look at the
He's
stats.
great.
Look, yes, he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sneaky, hey, hold on. I got a question. Real question.
Okay.
If you could trade Dak for Danny Jones, would you?
Nope. Not right now. Nope. Not
See,
right
you're
now.
a fanboy, dude. You're just a fanboy.
Why that would be the stupidest question to ask?
How? Because I'm proving my point. He's a better core. You want your team to be better.
Yes.
So you would take the better player.
I want.
If someone
Look,
told
listen.
me, Clary, would you take Patty Mahomes over Dak? Hell yeah. I'd take Patty Mahomes over Dak.
Yeah.
You
Because
wouldn't.
Mahomes
And
has
so-
already. But would you take Lamar Jackson over Dak?
No, because
No.
I want my quarterback.
No, I wouldn't.
See, there we
I
go.
wouldn't. No,
That's the
because
thing.
Because he don't
Because
fit our
it's-
offense.
Because-
to me, it's an equal player almost, a kind of equal. So
He don't fit our offense. That's why I wouldn't take him. Our offense is a spread the receivers out, and whoever gets beat, I would throw him the ball. Lamar Jackson is find the first receiver. If he ain't open, scramble. And
hey, sports guy that's talking to me about wins. I know you probably knew in here. I hate on the Cowboys and Dak Prescott more than any Cowboy fan, dude. So I'm the realistic one in this podcast. I know you probably knew in here. I have beat down on Dak Prescott over the last 2 years. Cowboy hippies known that. I beat down the Cowboys the last 2 years.
So if
My problem is
so-
I can't let Danny Jones get a slip on that, bro.
Mhm.
Just sneaky.
I don't think. Okay, for me, you don't have enough on Danny Dimes. I don't think there's enough of a sample of Danny Dimes to be so critical.
Sneaky.
Okay,
How many
so what?
touchdowns did he have last year?
How many touchdowns that he had? What he threw? What he had 11 touchdown passes. Oh wait, no, including his rushing, and because he had what he had two. Yeah, what a total of 11. But he had 35 in the last 2 years. 22 interceptions. The potential is there. The guy has only been in the league for 2 years. Come on now. He had more put it this way. He had more touchdown passes than Josh Allen, and he had more passing yards in the first 2 years of his career. Come on, man. You can't be so I mean, like I said, and I'm going to say this again. If you're going to be so critical of quarterbacks in the last 2 years, keep Dak to that same standard.
I will.
I do.
But you guys have not been in the playoffs.
I do all the time.
I'm saying
we're talking about stats, though. I'm
talking about playoffs.
But then
that's what I'm talking about. No, same argument.
We're having because we're having an argument about Daniel Jones' stats. I said, how many touchdowns did he have last year?
Win or loss,
he had 11. No. Last year he had 11 touchdowns. Dak Prescott played 5 games.
Hold on. Let me ask him this. Would you take Patty Mahomes over Daniel Jones in a head-to-head trade?
That's not a fair question.
Oh my God!
That's not a fair question. Because
come on, dude, stop looking foolish on the show, bro.
I mean, that's your opinion.
No, it's probably 99% of people's opinions.
Well, you know I don't
better.
You know I don't care about 99%. My only opinion that matters.
Come on,
is what I'm saying. Let me talk here. Hold on a second. We already know what Pat Mahomes can do. Mm-hmm. We already know. Mm-hmm. Yes, I would take Pat Mahomes. We almost got Pat Mahomes in 2017, but we ended up getting Evan Ingram.
Right.
Go there. So I will say this. I am going to defer until the end of the season. Matter of fact, maybe even the first game. I'll even wait until the first game because the more and more both of you talk, the more and more people on TikTok talk, the more and more I want and wish for Daniel Jones to succeed. I'm going to back him up 110% because the moment he totally blows out every negativity that each of you and everyone on TikTok is pushing, I'm going to come back with a big old smile on my face.
Okay. So, Sneaky, you say you want me to put the same thing on Dak, right? Okay. So, his first year, he only had 1 year.
Last 2 years.
Okay. Last 2 years. Including, last 2 years, counting 2020, he had 39 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. Last year alone, 2020, he only played 5 games. He threw 9 touchdowns. Only 2 less than Daniel Jones.
For the whole season?
For the whole season. Okay? 2019.
How many playoff games?
See now you're
how many playoff games?
Neither one of them did.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about
completely different things. Wait. So Dak threw how many touchdown passes in 2019? What was it?
30 touchdowns.
Okay. How many playoff wins?
Okay, Sneaky. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm asking the question.
I'm not arguing that.
No, I'm just asking a question. How many playoff wins?
But that's not the argument.
That's not the argument.
But I'm asking a question.
Okay, and you still haven't answered my question.
Which was what?
Why are you saying Dak is not a good quarterback if his stats show that he is a good quarterback? Yes, he did not go to the playoffs. Josh Allen didn't go to the playoffs his first 2 years either. Now he did his second year. Okay, so he's now considered a good quarterback. Dak Prescott won his first year.
Not necessarily.
Okay, but
see,
He is a good quarterback. Let's be real. He's a top 5 quarterback in the league now.
I'll put him top 10.
I will say this. I don't recall saying Dak was a bad quarterback. I recall saying, if you guys are going to put Daniel Jones in this category of, he hasn't done nothing in the last 2 years, you got to get rid of him, then I'm just saying, hold your quarterback to the same standard.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. Look at his stats. His first year, 23 touchdowns,
last 2 years. Last 2 years.
Sneaky, let me finish. First year, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He has a record for the best QBR ever by a rookie. Second year, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. 2018, 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Fourth year, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. You see his stats. He's gotten better every single year. So I am holding my own quarterback accountable. When I watch my own team, I'm not saying Dak is the problem. I know he's not the problem. When I watch your team, I see that Daniel Jones is the problem. If y'all had a better quarterback, y'all would be a better team. You look at the Cowboys, our quarterback is not our problem. It's our defense and our old offensive line.
Sneaky. Let me say something real quick before we get out of here. Hey, I agree. I think you guys are in a better position to win than we are. The problem is you don't have the player in the most position to play in the NFL. Sneaky, you guys are in a great position.
Why are you so heated? This is how we talk.
You guys are in a great position to win. You just don't have a quarterback. I don't want Danny Jones to leave. I want you to keep playing him because I feel you guys are a quarterback and maybe a receiver or a playmaker away from winning the division and going long further. That's all I'm saying. I don't understand why the Giants and you guys, the fans, are so invested in this guy when you guys are ready to win. We don't have a defense. We are trash on defense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like some of those stats that Ish says, those are inflated, bro, because the Cowboys have to throw the ball. They have to throw the ball when they're down. They have to throw the ball those times when their defense is trash. Mm-hmm. So those stats are inflated as well. I feel, Hippie, countering that. So
okay.
Wait. I got to say something. Hold on. I've waited. So I don't believe Daniel Jones. First off, I'm going to say I don't believe Daniel Jones is the problem. I don't believe he's the only problem because our line last year had to go through some growing pains. We did not have a Beckham or a number one receiver for Danny to throw it to, and the defenses knew that. Last year, Barkley was hurt. He was hurt. We had Gallman stepped up, Morris stepped up, but we had exactly. Yeah,
well, that was my running back. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Did you win your league?
But I did really good with Gallman.
Okay. I just had to our running game was suspect. Our passing game was suspect. Evan Ingram. I don't understand why you guys aren't even talking about the tight end. He dropped.
I don't talk about last year. I'm talking about this year. You have your tight end.
But see, that's what I'm talking about.
You don't have a quarterback.
Because Evan Ingram dropped the ball that was in his hands.
Every game?
Evan Ingram.
Every game?
Every game.
Well, yeah, he kind of did every game.
Every game. I know. I'm with you on that.
Thank you.
I'm with you on that.
So that's the point I'm trying to make. So it's not just Daniel Jones. For God's sake, the guy has only been in the league 2 years. And you guys can say, oh, well, Dak did this 2 years, 2 years. Dak was in a different position than Daniel was in. I would
say in 2018, they were about in the same position. Let me explain why. Our wide receivers in 2018 were Allen Hurns, Cole Beasley, Demonte Brown. Unknown receivers. You get what I'm saying? Unknown receivers. Our tight end was 38-year-old Jason Witten. So I get where you're coming from. They're putting Daniel Jones in a position to lose.
Not necessarily because of Gettleman.
In the past.
We were building the team. I mean, in this draft, we had no equity. We had 6 picks. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. We couldn't move up because I would love for them to move up to get Pitts. That wouldn't have helped because we would have had to given up pretty much the farm to move up to Atlanta. Shout out Townsend. Now, we're kind of running over, and I hope.
It's a great episode.
This is a damn good episode. I'm going to say this again, and I say this again. I'm going to defer until either the first 4 games, 8, because I could defend Jones right now. I could say what I can say. Now, you guys might not like it. I don't. That doesn't bother me. But I have reasons of how to defend him. Now, 4 games in, 8 games in, 12, and then 17. We don't make the playoffs, and we're a dismal season. There's nothing I can say. Mm-hmm. But when he performs, which I believe I believe he will.
Mhm.
Then I got room. And for your sake, both of you, you
Mhm.
better hope to God you guys are right. That's all
I
I'm
don't
going to say.
care. What are you gonna do? Tell me you guys are good? It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. I don't care.
That's the thing. He has 1 year to show it, and that's it for him. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
unfortunately, he's still under contract this year and next year.
If they pick up
So we'll
his
see.
fifth year option, right?
But no, he's already under contract. He's already under contract. So
Thank you.
great show. We are. I mean, I could go through this town of kids. Thank you so much for joining, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love the
Clary, go ahead and start us off, brother.
Yo, guys, thanks for joining in. You know, when we get here and heated, man, these are my boys. We having fun, man. I want you to know, there's a lot going on right now, man. In my community as well. I want you guys to make an impact on yours that you live in, and you can do that each and every day by just being respectful to people you come across. Make them smile, change the course of their day, man. Hey, for the dude that was shouting me out in this comment section, hey, hit me up, dude, and we'll throw a friendly wager on the amount of wins this season, man. I'm really down for it. I'm a gambling man, so get with Sneaky, get my info, bro, and whatever amount of money you want to wager between the Cowboys and Giants wins, let go. Much love, guys. Thanks for swinging through.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Cowboy Hippie. I just wanted to let y'all know, if y'all think we're getting loud and yelling at each other now, wait till the football season starts. It's gonna be a whole lot better. So that means y'all should start subscribing and following us on all social media. But for real, I mean, I love these guys. We talk every Sunday, and you know we're yelling, but at the end of the day, we're still great friends. I kind of want to piggyback on what Mark said. You know, fix your community. Everybody needs it. Keep your friends close. That's for sure. This weekend, I got to spend my Father's Day gift with two of my great friends, and you know, you got to enjoy those moments. You know, those small times of just fishing at a lake. You know, you need that. You need that. Everybody needs that. No matter if you're a father, a mother, you know, an aunt, an uncle. You need that time. You know, so. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your family, and have a blessed week. And let's go Cowboys.
I hate these mother. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Awkward. Hey, yeah. What Mark said. We love each other. We love you. No, really, we love each other. Look, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I want to give a shout out to someone who has been with me for the last 22 years. And I don't even know how she does it. Mama Boss. I want to thank her for supporting me in this journey. I want to thank her for being my my best friend, my my doctor, my zit popper, my alarm clock, my calm, just my everything. And I got to say this, I am so glad you settled. So glad you settled. No, really, she was like, whatever. I mean, it's like 1:00 and you're the last one at the club, I guess. Yeah. You did buy me a soda. And then we went to Crystals and it was no, so we actually met at a arcade. Shout out to and for everything you see behind me except for this action figure and those 4 pendants. This is and a fan gave me this, but everything else you see, it was a gift from her. And when you have someone in your corner with that, I mean, there's no stopping you. When you celebrate every success, every moment together, man, it's a beautiful thing. So big shout out to her. I love her to death. And to 22 more years, baby. Let's do it. I mean, I ain't got nothing else better to do. I mean, if you know. To Clary and to Cowboy Hippie, yeah, they're my guys. They're my guys. Yeah, you think this is hot? Wait until the season starts. Danny, don't you fail me now, please. Don't fail me now. Anyway, be strong in your community. Make somebody happy. Hold the door for somebody. Tell them good morning. Tell them have a good day. Let them know they matter. Because sometimes that's all they need to know. Let's go Giants! Oh!
I'ma keep it 100 here, man. Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking level. To be honest, some of y'all dancing with the devil. To be honest, y'all ain't even supposed to be here. But since we all here, let me tell you what's real. To be honest, y'all ain't